All right, YouTube, we got RBET Denver. We have Andrew Doe. He got third or fourth? Or top four?
We'll just say top four.
Top four at
played out.
RBT. And what deck were you playing, Andrew?
Denver. I was playing just regular Frog Monarch with the 3 water arts.
In the main?
Yep.
You want to get the shout outs out the way?
Shout out to everyone who came with me. Andy for topping, Lex for sacking my ass. All right, hold on. Because I didn't explain why he sacked my ass.
Why did he sack
Literally, bro. Literally, bro. I literally have game in hand with Kai to remove his JD. He literally, JD's blows up his trooper, draws into Avarice, averages back 2 crows, draws 2 crows, hits double Treeborn Frog. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I lose. Like just know you would have lost. But
that's crazy.
But I'm glad we talked. And then Johnny, Nico.
Shout
out my son, Betty. He was questing for 20.
Oh, okay.
He got first after Swiss at the 15K, so props to him.
All right, man, let's get the deck going.
For the deck, just want to give a shout out to...
One more shout out?
Yeah, well, just like me and Betty, like just me and him kind of just had like the same idea. Like with the Hero Frog, it's just very simple, right? It's just a very linear deck. We didn't want to play like weird stuff like Malicious Edge or Infernal Prodigy. We just felt like those are just like bricks in a controlled game state. You're never really going to summon Infernal Prodigy when you already have monsters on board and stuff like that. And like, I don't want to summon Malicious Edge to Piercing Monarch. Like, he doesn't really do nothing either.
Right.
1 Gores, triple Caius, 2 Ryza.
2 Ryza? Okay.
Yep, that's it for the Monarchs and Gores.
How many heroes do you play? I'm curious.
Yeah, this is all I play.
Only 3?
Yeah, we opted for this because, like, it's a beat stick, right? So, like, there's a lot of things you could do. You could just run over Sure, already auto-threaten the Kalu and stuff like that. In a simplified game state, like this getting a 1900 beat stick is pretty strong, or like this adding one of these and setting Raigeki Break, pitching this, and then you could add this back in the standby phase are pretty strong. Okay. But it's complemented because we played 3 of this, so effectively you're getting 4 Stratoses in a 40 card deck.
Okay, and you're on Upstart too, right?
Yeah, we're on Upstart, but I'll talk about more Upstart in a second. But yeah, I only needed these 3 heroes. I didn't think any of the heroes were necessary. I didn't think the evil heroes were necessary. I just really hate those cards. For the frog package, it's just these. I play 1 dupe. I'll explain 1 dupe since a lot of people ask about that too.
Right.
I don't like dupe at all. In Modern, it's basically called a Garnet.
Right.
But you want to play 1 dupe because there are scenarios where, like, effectively in most scenarios, double dupe is the same as the soft dupe block, right? Like, they're not gonna run through you. So you wanted 1, and there's a lot of situations where sometimes you just don't have heroes, or sometimes you don't have monarchs.
Right.
But like, you can go like, after you attack with this, before you bring out the dupe, you're gonna swing for 11, distribute this, bring out dupe, add this back to hand, and you're chilling on a 2K defense.
Right.
Most decks kind of have to like commit some resources to kill dupe, and then you'll still get something back if dupe somehow dies.
You're not on Death Frog?
Nah, that was a card. I'll show you it in the 40th card slot. It was a card I considered, but no, I didn't really miss it.
Okay.
It was just whatever to me. For the spells, Brain, Heavy, Space, like I said, just that with 3 hero targets, 3 and 3 miracles. So I want to explain Upstart.
Okay.
Shout out to my other son, Denny Yu.
The GOAT?
He's not the GOAT. I taught him the GOAT, so he's a lamb. But no, like he made a good point, and I agree with it because I come from a modern background.
Right.
In Edison format, he made a saying that says there's not 40 good cards in Edison. I'm real. I can't even name 30 good cards to put in 1 deck in Edison. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would throw this in every deck, regardless, because you have optimal build testing. If you're just like trying to draw air, you're trying to put fluff in your deck, you're trying to like. There's no reason for you to up your deck count with subpar cards when you can thin the deck count, right? Like no one wants to play over 40 cards, right? So why not play over?
Well, some people love 41.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like Denny said, there's not 40 good cards in Edison, so that's literally what I agree with.
Okay.
So that's the main reason why. But also, a lot of people like they'll use it suboptimally too. I see a lot of people thin out their deck and then upstart for like bombs. But there are certain situations where sometimes you just have the swap nut Treeborn. You'll want to upstart because there's a potential where you get the water art first. So there's a lot of variant sequencing with upstarts. Like it's not always correct to thin out your deck and try to draw bombs when you know you have 4 trap dust shoots going in your deck. You know what I'm saying?
It's situational.
Yeah. You have more like pseudo lines with that deck than just like thinning out your deck. This is the reason why I play the deck. 4 trap dust shoots. I mean, it's banned in Modern. It's at 4 in Edison. So usually every time I see this in my opening hand, I don't think I've ever lost. There's the Raigeki break, and this is the 40th card. So shout out to Johnny. He told me to play it. But honestly, my explanation with this is this 40. So these 39 cards I will never touch.
Okay.
Like I think it's developed. I don't think you need to throw anything else. And God, I'm telling you, you don't need to play Infernal Prodigy and that other brick guy, the Piercing Monarch. This is probably your only flex spot.
Right.
Realistically, it could be this. It could be Junk Synchron. I don't think it would be a third Ryza. He was trying to convince me to play Junk Synchrons because it's like a pseudo Monarch / extender / advantageous card. But and you could search it off Rhoda. I wouldn't say it's bad. I would say they're both equally useful because there's like lines where everyone will never expect like this, dump Treeborn, bounces back, they'll think it's like Raigeki break, right?
So I always do. So,
you know, you summon Shura, you're
right.
like, okay, please like discard a card and just kill this, but like now your Shura's banished, for example, like that. I never felt like I needed Junk because Junk loses to almost the same things that their Frogs lose to, deck Devi, oppression, stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm gonna side it out anyways, whereas I don't think, unless it's like some wide deck that goes wide, I don't think I ever side out Deep Prison anyways. So most of the time when I sided to Deep Prison, I'm usually siding into Deep Prison. So it's sort of like a pseudo hero beat. So I figured I'd just main it. It gives me more flexibility in my side deck.
All right. Side deck or extra.
We could extra. Yeah, it's just there. Like I said, you have a lot of flexibility. Not gonna lie, these are only 3 I made. I don't play any synchros. No one left tuners up for me to bring. So I wanted to talk about that.
Okay.
The side deck, second prison, double bottomless. So as you can see, like the side pattern comes to more like Vanity's protection and Dyna protection, stuff like that. One lightning vortex, just for like Titanio decks, because you know single target, it's kind of a hard thing for Monarchs to deal with.
Right.
Double Dyna, it was alright. Sometimes it's too weak. That's why you gotta side it with these cards and Raigeki break. Double Crow, it came up, so I wouldn't say I would cut it. It's like a hand trap. And one breaker. It was good. Like I said, you're siding into more of like a anti-deck deviable deck where you can like kill oppression. So it's got simultaneous advantages. And sometimes I did it once, but you can like bounce it back with Soft Rock and then just summon it later.
Yeah, people have done that to me before.
Yep.
Triple
Vanity's Fiend. It's just a really strong card. A lot of the times, I don't know. I've been getting Pulling the Rug a lot lately this format or this tournament. So like sometimes I even like side this in against Mighty Turbo because they have to commit a card to it, and like you know they don't have like Lightning Vortex per se, right? So that you're usually gonna try to deprison this card, whereas like you have like your Raigeki break. So like they'll set Raiko or any card, as long as you have like cards like this or cards like not prison, the Raigeki breaks, you should be fine. It's only like if I see the way they play, like if they start shotgunning all their set, like special Grepper and all that stuff. But if they can insert it, I probably won't throw it in. One Cyber, it was okay. I throw this in blind going second every time because honestly, in hindsight, I think there should have been Soul Exchange somewhere on the side, just so I can like kill their monster while summoning my own monster. That's kind of what this card is. It's just Soul Exchange to me. I don't really use it as a basic. I'll kind of like special it and then sack it off for a Monarch or like do a dupe block. It's not really meant for like attack and then pass, you know.
And in case you play against Machina, right?
Yeah. That's basically it. But that's my deck.
All right, man. Congrats on top 4 and. Well, when will we see you again?
Yeah, the LBET.
The LBET?
Hey, disclaimer, we call it the LBET because I don't know its real name, but it starts with an L, and it's an Edison event. You know how it's RBET, so it's LBET. So.
LBET.
Yeah, wherever that is.
All right, man. Thanks for the profile.
All right, appreciate it.